Hey everybody, this is probably a first. I don't think I've ever done a future Zach here at the very beginning of a video, but that's what I'm doing. Because in this video, while previewing Mickey's Not So Scary and Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, there were a couple things that I wanted to mention and I completely forgot. And these, to me at least, are very important. So I wanted to start the video with them, just in case some of you at some point tune out the rest of the video and turn the channel, things like that. Obviously, I hope that doesn't happen, but in case it does, I wanted to make sure that you heard and got this. So down below in the description section of this video, I've linked our video from last year when we did Mickey's Not So Scary. If you want to see that or watch that prior to us going this year, and you can kind of see the differences if there are any. And I also wanted to mention for Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, I've linked their website and information below. In addition to that, I talk about Brad and Amanda and the books that they've written on the lore of Sir Henry's and the characters that they've helped craft and create. I've linked their Amazon website below for their 3 books that they've written. And right now, and I don't know how long it's going to run, but if you purchase their books through Amazon, part of the proceeds of that goes to an incredible charity and cause in Central Florida, which is Give Kids the World. And Give Kids the World, for those of you that may not be so familiar with it, very, very similar to what we have here in Georgia with, say, Bert's Big Adventure through Q100, Camp Sunshine, and a lot of those types of services, very, very closely related to Make-A-Wish. So an incredibly good cause. So please check those out down below. Now, onto the video previewing what we've got coming up here on the channel. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coker Culture. I know that this is an interruption from the cruise vlogs that we've been doing, but I wanted to go ahead and get this one out there because we are getting ready to go for a long weekend down to one of our favorite places, Orlando, Florida. It feels like we were just there because of the cruise. It hasn't been that long, but we are getting together with all of our friends and we're driving down there. We've rented a nice themed house for the weekend and we are going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which I'm going to kind of preview and talk to you guys about for those of you that may be unfamiliar with it. And then the second day we're there, I think we're going to head to Disney Springs in the afternoon. And then I've talked all of the guys into going and checking out Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, which is something that I've wanted to do for a couple of years now and really, really excited to experience that for the first time. But last year, around this time, I did a vlog talking about HHN and introducing all the different houses and scare zones and things like that prior to going down there and experiencing it and taking you along with me. So I kind of felt like I wanted to do that again and preview these 2 events that I'm going to experience and vlog on the channel for you guys. So some of you that have been with us a long time, we did Mickey's Not So Scary last year. It was just Jess, myself, and the boys. We were on our trip to Vero Beach and staying at Disney's Vero Beach, and we made the one evening trip up to Orlando from Vero to do Mickey's Not So Scary. And then the group that we are going with, our group of friends, is the same group that we headed down to Orlando in December of last year and did the Very Merry Halloween Party. So we're Very Merry Christmas, not Very Merry Halloween, Very Merry Christmas Party at Magic Kingdom. And so this year we're all doing Mickey's Not So Scary. So Mickey's Not So Scary is the bigger Halloween celebration at Magic Kingdom. A few years ago, when it was still COVID and there were still a lot of precautions going on, they did what they called Boo Bash. Okay, Oogie Boogie's Boo Bash or something along those lines. And we got to experience that as well. That was actually our first ever after hours party with Disney. And we did, like I said, Not So Scary last year. And we actually preferred Boo Bash. And there are a few reasons why. So we're really hopeful that we'll enjoy Not So Scary this year. So I wanted to, like I said, going to preview both of these events for you guys. But the idea here is for Mickey's Not So Scary, the party is from 7 to 11. So you've got 4 hours at the park. But your ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary can get you into the Magic Kingdom at 4. So you could show up at 4 and have 7 hours, okay? 4 to 11 if you wanted to stay the entire night. Just know the first 2.5, 3 hours, you still have the day guests that you're there with as well. But anyway, at Mickey's Not So Scary, they've got specialized treats, which hopefully we'll be able to show you guys some of those particular snacks and candies and food items that they have that are specific to Not So Scary. Last year, I can't remember if I tried anything at that. Oh, I did. I remember it was at Casey's Corner, which is one of our favorites. I had the Pain and Panic hot dog. And y'all might remember that. Hercules' Pain and Panic. It was a specialized hot dog. It had, what did it have? It had Flamin' Hot Cheetos on it. I remember that. And then when we went at Christmas, I showed you guys they had like the Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner hot dog, and I tried it too, and it was disgusting. I liked the Pain and Panic dog, hated the dog I had at Christmas. So we'll have to see what they offer. Maybe I won't even try a hot dog this go round, and I'll get something else. Anyway, so you got special treats. You've got candy stops throughout the park. They have areas that'll be set up that are treat trails where you just go and you get candy in your bag. They've got Hocus Pocus show that will probably be taking place near Cinderella's castle. They're in the middle of the hub with the Sanderson sisters. Of course, you're going to have the full-on parades and cavalcades. There will be a Disney Junior dance party going on over at Cosmic Rays in Tomorrowland. And then, of course, you're going to see your traditional Mickey characters dressed, or, you know, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse characters, the original Mickey characters dressed in their Halloween attire. And typically they will do some special like overlays for some of the attractions. I believe that Jungle Cruise typically will have something that's different. Pirates of the Caribbean typically does as well, although I've heard that they don't have the live actors on there like they do some Halloweens. They did last Halloween. That added an element, but I don't think they've got that. Of course, Haunted Mansion will be fantastic. And I know that in Tomorrowland, I believe Space Mountain, they're going to black it out. And that's what they did last year too, was this blackout of Space Mountain where you're just riding it completely in the dark. Tron is going to be open. For those of y'all that may have been wondering about Tron and how that's going to work, they are still running a virtual queue even during the party for Tron, because it's something that everybody wants to do. We want to go ride Tron. Everybody wants to ride Tron. So we're going to attempt to get in the virtual queue and see if we can get on Tron, but I'm not going to get my hopes up for it before we get down there. So we'll see. But anyway, we'll bring you guys along, because that is the original reason why we're going down there, is for Mickey's Not So Scary. That's what the whole party started with, of our whole friend group going down there. We've been planning this, I think, since April. It was either April or May that we bought the tickets for this. So long time coming, or at least it feels like a long time coming. And then the ladies were trying to plan an outing for the other night that we're down there. And to this point, I don't think they have. But while they were planning, and it felt like they were going to do something, I got all the guys together and said, hey, y'all want to go do this haunt? Because I'm missing out on HHN this year. I knew I was going to. I'm really disappointed in that, because I'd gone the last two. But I wanted to do something. And when I knew we were going to be down there, I didn't want to pay HHN money. And I've been wanting to go to Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, like I said, for a couple years now. So I'm really, really excited to go to Sir Henry's and see it. I've seen several of, the YouTubers that we watch on a nightly and weekly basis have gone to Sir Henry's, love Sir Henry's, and have profiled it over the last couple of years. That's got me excited to go. So I'll definitely be bringing y'all along with me to experience that for the first time. For those of you that have never heard of Sir Henry's before, I'll give you just a brief little backstory about Sir Henry. So it's a local haunt. They're in just outside Orlando, probably 45 minutes or so from where we'll be staying near Disney. It's located in Plant City, Florida, just off of I-4. And this is its 10th year. So it's celebrating, 10 years in business, kind of the biggest, best year ever is what they're touting. Won a lot of awards. They've got 3 trails. Okay, so 3 haunt trails. And then in addition to that, they've added a haunted hayride this year that I have heard nothing but wonderful things about. So really excited to get to experience that. Additionally, they have escape rooms, like escape games. They have, in the past, they have had laser tag, but they had to get rid of laser tag to make room for the haunted hayride. I believe they have axe throwing as well, and then just a large common area with roaming characters. They've got a swag shop where they sell all their merch. They've got food stands, and I've heard good things about the food that they bring there. And then they also have Brad and Amanda, and I'll get back to them and their importance to Sir Henry, who will be there on certain nights. And I've already found out they're going to be there the night we're there. So y'all will get to meet Brad and Amanda along with me. But I'll get to their importance and tie in. But Sir Henry's is beloved by the Orlando community. One of the top haunts each and every year. The location has been used for various different films, as well as NXT. WWE's NXT, based out of the Performance Center in Orlando, has filmed a few things on occasion at Sir Henry's. So they're very, very big in the community. Let me go ahead and get into the good stuff. So the hayride. Here's the description of what they've got for the hayride. It's like the Legends of Halloween is the name of the hayride. But take a deep ride into the woods and discover the ancient legends of Halloween. But watch out for the evil witch Beatrice as she looks to curse any trespassers to her woods. And Beatrice is like HHN has icons. Beatrice is kind of the icon of this year, and there's a big theme on witches. Now, most of these characters at Sir Henry, and I say that instead of just monsters or creatures, they're characters. Some of them originated with Zach, and not me, but the creator of Sir Henry's, and the Sir Henry himself. is, you know, the key central being and figure here. And Brad and Amanda, who I mentioned earlier, Brad and Amanda are authors. They're horror authors, and they have kind of written out the origin stories of these characters. So they currently have 3 books within their series. They have, I think, Tales of Sir Henry's, and then Sir Henry's Love's Revenge, and then their brand new book, which I can't wait to pick up when I go down there and get to meet them, because I've got the first 2. I've finished the first one, flew through it, and I've been reading Love's Revenge now for a few weeks because we got busier and I haven't been able to sit down and fly through it like I'd like to. But a lot of the characters that we're going to interact with and you're going to see on the video are of their creation and their backstory and things like that, which is pretty cool. So let me get to the trails now. So the first trail that's listed for Sir Henry's is called Moonlight Massacre. A desperate sheep farmer makes a deal with an old hag, but discovers that he turns into a werewolf underneath the light of the moon. His rage and fury are unleashed upon his family and town. Will you escape? So again, witch cursing, witches being the theme. The second one is called Tales of the Dead. Legend has it that on Halloween night, the phantom Sir Henry returns from the grave with his cast of freaks and hunts the murderer of his beloved bride. Don't get caught with blood on your hands. So Sir Henry, for the first time in a decade, has his very own haunt. And not only that, the other characters of the books will be in there too. And this is a central theme and plot of the first couple of books that Brad and Amanda wrote. The fact that Sir Henry's young wife was killed and he kind of vows for revenge, and that's what he's out for. And then the final haunt is called Wicked Waters. Okay, an evil swamp witch has found a long-lost artifact to resurrect the ancient witch Beatrice. Same Beatrice from the Haunted Hayride. Human sacrifices and the spell has unleashed havoc, and now undead beings swarm the swampy waters. No one is safe. Mwahahaha. So, again, super excited to bring you along with us. By the time you guys see this video of me there, not the current one, but the one of me there, we, of course, will have already returned home, and you'll really only have a couple more opportunities if you're going to be in the area to check them out, because they are going to be open the weekend leading up to Halloween, okay, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then the Friday and Saturday after Halloween, they'll also be open. But the neat thing about Sir Henry's is, in addition to these haunts, they also do a Christmas haunt and a Valentine's Day haunt. So my hope is, now that, you know, yours truly has some time that he's just spending with family and not coaching anymore, my hope is to make it down to the Christmas haunt here in a couple months and be able to show you guys that and have a completely different atmosphere. Okay, but anyways, I wanted to show y'all and give you this preview of what we've got coming up on this trip to Orlando here, that by the time y'all are watching this, it'll probably be by the end of the week. It'll be very close to us heading down there, and I'll probably make 3, if not 4 different videos out of our trip down there, so you'll get to experience a lot of different aspects. But I hope you enjoyed me rambling and talking to you about it all, and that you can sense my excitement. If you did, please leave a like down below. If you have any questions or want to see specific stuff about anything, Mickey's or Sir Henry's, please leave those down below. I'll be happy to answer them and be very happy to show you guys if you've got requests and things like that that you'd like to see while I'm there. Okay, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you'll check out what we've had up to this point. A lot of content, and we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up too. Until next time, what's your why?